Now, one of the last unis, Four Corners 3, on vacation. In this lesson, well, this unit, we will look to vacation activities, gerunds, asking about preferences, reminding someone something, extreme sports, models for necessity, and recommendations. Then we have reading a taste of Cairo, writing a walking tour, and well, here we have Kenji M. Well, it's gonna analyze his pictures. So Kenji added 4 new photos. It looks like his like a Facebook, or yeah, actually it looks like a Facebook social network. And well, as little warm-up says, look at Kenji's social media post. Where did he go on his vacation? What do you think he did there? What do you like to do on vacation? What kinds of things do you usually bring back with you? Alright, so it seems that he visited zoo probably, or safari, and beach, no, beautiful beaches. Oh, he visited like many places. He probably went to Thailand, because in Bangkok there are elephants and there are beaches too. And also it says, can you add new photos? My first day here was about great burgers and delicious food. Okay, so he probably visited the market and did some bargain. And well, these are I forgot the name of this local dish. Taikei, I don't remember. So you can pause me here what's the name of this dish. Now let's gonna start. Well, as you can see, we have travel preferences and we have this vocabulary, vacation activities. Okay, let's gonna pay close attention to the pictures. So you see, wow, so imagine being in vacation, so people are having fun now, so that's why vacations are for. And let's gonna listen to the audio and match each of the pictures. Okay, so let's go.
Unit 12, On Vacation. Lesson A, Travel Preferences. Page 114. Exercise 1. Vocabulary. Vacation activities. 1,
G. Visit landmarks.
2,
F. Try local food.
3,
E. Speak a foreign language.
4,
C. Listen to live music.
5,
H. Volunteer.
6,
A. Buy handicrafts.
7,
B. Go to clubs.
8,
D. See wildlife.
Alright, so now that we listen to each of the activities, let's gonna show up the answers, and here you go. Okay, so what activities do you like doing when you are on vacation? So we normally do all of this, right? And now we're gonna check out language in context, 3 types of tours. We have read the ads for 3 tours. Which tour is best for someone who likes volunteering, someone who likes eating, and someone who dislikes planning? Okay, I'm gonna zoom in and let's gonna listen to the recording.
page 114. Exercise 2. Language in context. 3 types of tours.
Cuisine adventures. Trying local foods is a great way to learn about a culture. Call today if you are interested in joining our Eat and Learn tour.
Environmental experiences. Are you concerned about protecting the environment? Volunteering is a rewarding way to spend a vacation. Choose from over 20 tours.
No Worries Tours. Do you enjoy traveling by bus but dislike planning the details? We specialize in organizing tours with no stress.
Alright, so now that we listen to the track, let's gonna answer the next questions and let's see the results. And here you go. Environmental experiences is best for someone who likes volunteering. Cuisine adventures is best for someone who likes eating. And no worries tour is best for someone who dislikes planning. So let's gonna pay attention to this verse that I'm highlighting, dislikes, then likes, and also there's after, well, not yet, so after prepositions, but we look the verb like and the verb dislikes, that we have particularly the ing. So that's our topic, and we're gonna explain it a little bit later. Now let's gonna go to the practice of the vocabulary that we have already. And here you go on vacation, travel preferences, and we have the words. It's by handicraft, listens to live music, go to clubs, see wildlife, speak foreign language, try local food, visit landmarks, and volunteer. So you can pause the video in this section. You can pause it right now. You can check out the pictures. Yep. And let's gonna fill in the places. So it's time to check out answers with me. So, can you speak foreign language? If you speak French, Spanish, or Portuguese, this is a vacation for you. Visit friends in Spain and Portugal. Then visit landmarks like the Eiffel Tower in France and famous museums in Spain, or stay near the ocean in Portugal. Then, for the next one, I'm gonna scroll a little bit down. Okay, South American working vacations. Visit Peru and Ecuador in different way. Volunteer your time to help people and animals. First teach English in Peru and then work in Amazon rainforest. You'll see wildlife like frogs, river dolphins, and monkeys. Then I'm just gonna scroll a little bit down. No, up. Miami dream. The weather is wonderful in Miami the most of the year. Visit beaches during the day. At night, go to clubs to dance. There are also many places to listen to live music. In this case, it's live music. You can go to a concert or listen to free music in the parks or even on the beach. What is the difference between live and live? Live, it's the verb, and live is when something it's actively, or when you are next to. No, it's as in live. Or maybe there's a concert. No, that's live concert. That's being transmitted like in the moment, no? Or it could be broadcasted normally. Then the last one says, do you like shopping? Tour sales markets. Nedeman is the largest market in Seoul, and it sells many different things. You can buy handicrafts, like bags and jewelry, and you can even try local food while you are shopping at the market, or take some home to cook. I think the dish that I showed you previously is satay. I think it's satay. We can check it later. Okay, so now I'm gonna show up the answers again. So this is the order. Okay, you can check them out. And we're gonna go back to the practice, well, the grammar part of this. So let's gonna take a look. So this is now the gerund form. What is the gerund form? Well, the gerund form, it can be used as an adjective or noun, and you will find out some a little explanation, and don't get confused with the present continuous or the continuous tenses. No, so this is different. So it has different functions, and let's gonna pay attention. I'm gonna put the audio explanation for you.
Page 115, Exercise 3, Grammar, Gerunds. A gerund is an ing word that acts like a noun. Gerunds may be the subject of a sentence, or they may appear after some verbs or prepositions. As subjects,
Trying local foods is a great way to learn about a culture.
Volunteering is a rewarding way to spend a vacation.
after some verbs,
I enjoy traveling by bus.
I dislike planning the travel details.
after prepositions,
I'm interested in joining the Eat and Learn tour.
I'm concerned about protecting the environment.
All right, now that you listen, well, here that it can work out like a subject or sometimes like adjectives. Okay, there are some verbs that are followed with the gerund form. So it says you express that I enjoy traveling. So you can check out a list of verbs that are followed by gerund. So it's a collocation that you have to put the verbs in gerund in front and after preposition. So it's normal to use when you use preposition and there's a verb, you have to use the gerund form. So enjoy, enjoying, no, for receiving, etc. No. Now let's gonna do the next exercise. We have here the next verb, so we're gonna complete the conversation with gerund forms of the verbs, then compare with a partner. For this one, you can get back to the verbs that were shown, above. Okay, you can pay closer attention to them. Now let's gonna answer the next exercise. So now that you pause the video to check out the answers, let's gonna start showing up the answers. Number 1, do you enjoy traveling alone or in group? Then number 2, I prefer being in a large group, it's more fun. Number part 2A, are you interested in buying handicrafts when you travel? Not really, I like going to markets, but just to look. And number 3, trying local food is the best way to learn about a culture, don't you agree? I'm not really sure. Meeting local people is also good. Number 4, are you worried about getting sick when you travel abroad? Not really, I'm more concerned about losing my passport. And then, do you think volunteering on vacation would be fun? I do. Helping other people is great thing to do. Awesome. So you can see that we use gerunds after certain verbs too. Now let's gonna go to the activity of this will be our first activity that you will do by yourself. It says complete the questions with your own ideas and then you use the gerunds forms. No, so do you enjoy? There's a blank. Okay, so this is our first activity. It's completing this information by yourself. Okay, activity number 1. Remember that you can check out the list of verbs and in front of certain verbs like enjoy, you have to use that continuous form. Sorry, the not continuous, the gerund form. That's the ing. Is that it's called present participle. The ing. It's not continuous. We don't have the verb to be like I am going to the beach. No, I am. No, you are playing. No, it's not like that. This is gerund and it's completely different. And if you are a Spanish speaker, it looks like an infinitive. So there's not a literal translation. No, so like the gerund in Spanish, it's not the same like the gerund in English. Okay, so do you enjoy going to the beach when you are on vacation, for example? Right, so I want you to answer this exercise. Remember to post it on the chat, well, in the box here below. And now to continue practicing, we're going to go back to the word book. Well, right here in the word book, we have put the words in the correct order to make sentences. Make one of the words a gerund. Use the simple present forms of the verbs. As you can see here, we have to scramble the words. And, well, let's gonna check them out. You can pause the video in this moment. So it's exactly the same, just putting like the order of subject, verb, agreement, and everything will be fine. And let's gonna check out the answers. So number 1 is traveling by boat is very slow. This case is working this like a subject of the sentence. I enjoy speaking foreign language when I travel. So enjoy, in front of enjoy, you have to use the gerund form all the time. So if we are talking in any tense, I was well, not, it's not enjoy, it's a stative verb, so we have to put it like in this. But if I said I enjoyed in like in past working alone when I had that project, no, so then so enjoy in any tense. Okay, look, enjoy in any tense, that verb in front needs to be in gerund. It's a collocation. Now let's gonna go to the number 3. In number 3 you have I like buying handicrafts for my cousins in local markets. So the verb like, you can express it using like to or the ing. So both, and well, later we can see that some verbs could go with infinitive in front, like I like buying or I like to buy handicrafts. Then the next one, I'm interested in learning to cook Thai food. Interested in, that's a preposition. That's why we have the learning. Visiting landmark is my favorite thing to do on vacation. Those visiting, it's working like a noun, like a subject in this sentence. I'm concerned about helping. Preposition, it's about. And well, now let's gonna go to the next exercise, number 3. It's complete the conversation with the gerund forms of the correct words from the box. So we're gonna collocate them. So we have go, hike, travel, volunteer, and volunteer. So you have to look to the verb that is before, or if there's a preposition, let's gonna highlight the words and check out it with me. We have here, where are you going vacation? I enjoy. Then the next one, prefer. Then in. Well, actually, we're gonna use in this type, well, this exercise, the gerund. So this is just to introduce yourself into the gerund use. Look that we don't have the verb to be in these sentences. So I didn't say I am enjoying or I am enjoying hiking. No. Okay, so let's check out the answers with me. And number 1, I am, hey Jess, where are you going for vacation? I don't know. I enjoy hiking in the mountains. Any suggestions? How about the Rockies in Canada? I don't think so. I prefer going somewhere warm. Why don't you go to Costa Rica? There are mountains there and it's warm. That's a good idea. You know, I'm interested in volunteering. Maybe I could help animals there. Then volunteering is a great idea. It should make the vacation cheaper too. Are you going by yourself? No, I'm not. I dislike traveling alone. I'm going with friends. And that's it. Okay, look, now we highlight the verbs and the prepositions too. Now let's gonna continue to the next exercise. In the next exercise, we have a chart. Okay, I'm gonna make like a zoom in. You can pause the video in this moment to complete it. We have the name, the travel activity, opinion, and preference. So now let's gonna check it out with me. Number 1 says Kara thinks traveling by bus is slow. She prefers going by train. Then Diego thinks. Okay, so I'm gonna show up now the answers. Diego thinks driving car is dangerous. He prefers riding a bike. Number 3, Donna and Nicole think visiting landmark is boring. They prefer seeing wildlife. Okay, they prefer seeing wildlife. Tom thinks going to clubs isn't fun. He prefers going to concerts. Then number 5, Ian and Meg think traveling by plane is expensive. They prefer staying home. And number 6, Libby thinks learning Chinese is difficult. She prefers studying Spanish. Look at that verb, she prefers. It's according to she. In this case, that's Libby. So we are using the simple present. So it doesn't matter if the verb is in simple present or past or future. The verb in front needs to be in this form. That's the gerund. Don't forget that. Present participle, ing, not the continuous. Don't get confused. And well, now we're gonna do the next exercise is answer the questions with your own information and use gerunds when possible. Okay, so you have this questions. That will be our activity number 2. So so you can answer these questions using gerunds if it's possible. Well, if it's not, well, you can omit it. But this is activity number 2. Answer the questions with your own information. This is to practice with gerund, of course. Now we're gonna move to part B. Don't forget to, we have preferences and reminders, and we have interactions. Where do you usually stay when you travel? A hotel, youth hostel? Now it says listen the conversation. What doesn't the guest need help with? Then practice the conversation. Okay, now let's gonna listen to it. Okay, so pay close attention to the phrases about asking about preferences and reminding someone of something. Okay, now let's gonna listen. We're gonna make a little zoom in, and here we go.
Lesson B. Don't forget to. Page 116. Exercise 1. Interactions. Preferences and reminders. Part B.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a room for 2 nights.
Do you have a reservation?
No, I don't.
Let me see what we have. Would you like a single room or a double room?
A single is fine. I only need 1 bed.
I can give you room 13A. Please sign here. And there's a free breakfast from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock.
Oh, great. Thank you very much.
Here's your key. Do you need help with your bag?
No, that's all right.
Okay. Remember to leave your key at the front desk when you go out.
No problem.
Enjoy your stay.
All right, now we're going to answer the next questions. It says, what doesn't the guest need to help with? And let's gonna check it. So it says he doesn't need help with his bag. And then now we're gonna analyze the phrases here below, the expressions. I'm gonna show up the phrases, so asking about preferences. And remember the intonation for questions. Would you like a single room or a double room? Would you like a single room or a double room? Would you prefer a single room or a double room? Would okay, look to the word would. So it's like
Would you rather have a single room or a double room?
It's like mute, right? So would you rather have a single room or a double room? Would. So we constantly make the mistake of saying would, no, but it's would. And then reminding someone of something we have below. Remember to leave your key at the front desk. And don't forget to leave your key at the front desk. And let me remind you to leave your key at the front desk. So this one is like even more formal, right?
Let me remind you to leave your key at the front desk.
All right. Now we have conversation says match the sentence and responses, then practice with a partner. Okay, so we have the expressions. May I help you? Would you like a single room? Would you prefer a garden and an ocean view? Please remember to lock your door at night and don't forget to check out by 11 o'clock. I don't know which one is cheaper, 11. I thought was by noon. Actually, we need a double. Yes, I have a reservation for 1 night. I will. Thanks for the reminder. Okay, let's gonna check out. So this is it. This is like an important vocabulary when you are making a reservation. And I hope that you found it useful one day. Alright, so here is the order of the responses, right? So D, C, A, E, B. So may I help you? It's with D. Yes, I have a reservation for 1 night. Number 2, would you like a single room? This is letter C. Actually, we need a double. 3A, it says, would you prefer a garden or an ocean view? And I don't know which one is cheaper. Then 4, please remember to lock your door at night. And this is E, is I will. Thanks for the reminder. And don't forget to check out by 11. That's letter B. 11, I thought it was by noon. By noon, sorry. Okay, now that we look to the expressions, we're going to practice them. And here you go. So it's complete the conversation. Let's gonna zoom in to look to the phrases. Don't forget to get to the station 20 minutes early. Let me remind you, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so you can pause the video in this section. Gonna display. Oh yeah, actually this is perfect, neat. Okay, you can pause the video, check out the conversation, and then the phrases. Okay, so let's gonna put everything in order. Letter A says, Mr. Harris, hello, can I help you? Yes, I'd like to ticket for Chicago, please. Okay, would you like a bus ticket or train ticket? Okay, that's number 1. Oh, well, which one is better? The bus takes longer, but it's cheaper. I'll take the bus. I'm going on Saturday morning. Then Mr. Harris, good. A bus leaves at 9:15. Don't forget to get to the station 20 minutes early. Now let's gonna go to the next conversation. It's conversation B. Hey, Erica. Remember to look for plane tickets today. Oh yeah, thanks. I'll look for the best tickets online after work. And then, would you rather go to a warm place or a cold place? Okay. Then let's go somewhere hot, like the beach. Okay, I'll look for some cheap tickets, and we can make plans. We can make plans tonight. Great, thanks. Conversation C. We have. Can I help you? Yes, I need a room for 3 nights. No problem. Would you prefer one bed or two beds? One bed, please. Oh, and is there a restaurant in this hotel? Yes, there is. It's right over there. Let me remind you to get there before 8 o'clock. It closes at 8:30. Perfect. Now let's gonna continue to the next. If we're getting actually to the next exercise, now we're gonna check out this activity is listening. So it's important to practice listening. Don't forget to do it. You can practice it as many times you need. Sometimes it requires you to listen and listen many times. So don't worry for that. Let's gonna check out the next conversations. The backpacker check into the hostel. Complete the form with the correct information. Okay, so let's gonna put the audio now, and we're gonna listen again and answer the question. So it says, why doesn't she get in a single room? What time is breakfast? What floor is her room on? What does the receptionist remind her to do? Okay, so let's gonna listen to the track.
Page 117, Exercise 2, Listening. At a hostel.
G'day, welcome to Sydney Backpackers. Can I help you?
Hi, yes, thanks. Do you have any rooms?
Sure, we have lots. What kind of room would you like?
What kind of rooms do you have?
We have singles, doubles, triples, and dorm rooms.
How many people are there in a dorm room?
In a female dorm room, there are 6 beds per room. Dorm rooms are the cheapest, of course.
How much are the single rooms?
They're $60 per night.
$60? That's a little expensive.
Here's a list of our prices.
Thanks. Let me see. Okay, I'd like a double. I'm sharing with another woman, right?
Of course. And how many nights?
3.
Okay. Would you prefer a room with or without a bathroom? A bathroom is more.
Without a bathroom is fine. I can share.
We offer breakfast from 8 till 10:30. It's $4.
Sure. Can I pay by credit card?
Yes. We accept all major credit cards, but there is a fee for international purchases.
Oh, I'll pay by cash then. I have enough.
Great. I can put you in room 16A.
What floor is that on?
The 16th.
Can I have something on a lower floor? I'm afraid of heights.
No worries. I can put you in 4B on the 4th floor.
That would be great.
Here's your key. When you go out, please remember to leave your key at the desk.
Okay. Thanks very much.
Now we have already listened or identified some phrases now to remind. Okay, then let's gonna check out the answers. So this is it. So I don't know if I can make like a zoom. No, it's only with the workbook. So we have double, number of nights 3, bathroom no, breakfast yes, method of payment cash, and rooms number it's 45. Then it says listen again and answer the questions, and here are the answers. Gonna display them. So it is expensive, 8 o'clock to 10:30. 4th floor, leave the key at the desk. So this is a reminding phrase. Okay, now we have speaking role play. Well, this is an activity, so that you can try to do with a partner. But now let's gonna start the next section. Now we're gonna start with rules and recommendations in extreme sports. Have you ever thought or have you ever wished to practice any of these sports? We have bungee jumping, kite surfing, paragliding, rock climbing, skydiving, snowboarding, water skiing, and whitewater rafting. Oh, wow, that would be amazing. I would like to try kite surfing. I have never tried kite surfing. Then skydiving, probably skydiving, but I would prefer water skiing. Okay, now let's gonna listen and label the next activities. You can pause the video, try to answer it by yourself before listening.
Lesson C. Rules and Recommendations. Page 118. Exercise 1. Vocabulary. Extreme sports. 1,
Whitewater rafting.
2,
Snowboarding.
3,
Rock climbing.
4,
Bungee jumping.
5,
Paragliding.
6,
Skydiving.
7,
Water skiing.
8,
Kite surfing.
I definitely agree that kite surfing would be amazing, and also why water raft? Well, why water rafting? Not really for me, but yeah, the kite surfing and water skiing. Yeah, I would like to try it. I hope that one day I could. Now let's gonna go to conversation first time snowboarder, and let's gonna check it out. Listen to the conversation. What does Sarah tell Kyle to stay in the beginner section? All right, so let's gonna listen to the conversation.
page 118. Exercise 2. Conversation. First time snowboarder. Part A.
Hi, I'd like to rent a snowboard, please.
Okay. Have you ever been snowboarding?
No, but I've skied before.
Well, we offer lessons. You don't have to take them, but it's a good idea. You'll learn the basics.
All right. When is your next lesson?
At 11 o'clock. You've got to complete this form here to sign up.
No problem. What else do I need to know?
After your lesson, you should stay in the beginners section for a while. It's safer for the other snowboarders.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes, you must wear a helmet. Oh, and you ought to wear sunscreen. The sun can be very strong.
All right, so there's an interesting point that we always think that we have to use solar screen when you visit the beach, but well, the sunscreen. But as you can see, when you go to snow place, you have to use it too. All right, then let's gonna check the first one. Listen, well, it says, why does Sarah tell Kyle to stay in the beginner section? So it could be harmful, no? It says it's safer for the other snowboarders too. That's why he needs to be there, because he's a beginner. And well, it says we have listened to a conversation between Kyle. And why is Kyle comfortable? And then the next question, it says, why is Kyle uncomfortable? So this is the reason. His boots are really tight. So it's, imagine like having some too tight boots, right? So it will be really uncomfortable. Now, before going to our practice, we're gonna check out models for necessity and recommendations. So let's gonna check them out. You must wear the helmet. You got to complete this form. You have to listen to your instructor. Remember that when you have the modal verbs, well, this you got to, well, but it's an infinitive. But after must, we have to use the base form of the verb. And well, these are infinitive too. You have to listen to your instructor. So it's almost the same. This too. And lack of necessity, you don't have to take the lesson, or you don't have to take a lesson. Recommendations, you better be back before dark. You oughta, this is the form of should. You oughta to wear sunscreen. You should stay in the beginners section. So it's practically the same, but oughta is like more informal. And you shouldn't go in the advanced section. So the same like would, should, you don't pronounce the letter L. Okay, don't forget that rule. Now let's gonna check out the next exercise. You can pause a bit in this section and try to do it with me. So let's gonna reveal the answers. Here you go. Number 1 is you must get a passport before you go abroad. Everybody needs one. Number 2, you don't have to visit every landmark. Choose just few instead. Number 3, you should book a hotel online. It's often cheaper that way. Shouldn't. You shouldn't get to your hotel too early. You can check in until 2 o'clock. 5. You shouldn't keep your money in safe place. Losing it would be awful. Then 6. You have to pay for some things in cash. Many places don't take credit cards. 7. You must show your student ID to get discount. Don't forget it. Number 8. Oughta. You oughta try some local food. It can be full of nice surprises. All right. Then let's gonna go to the next section. What advice would you give? Complete the sentence with modal for necessity or recommendation, then compare answers. Okay, we have here you, then it's the paragliding. So now let's gonna reveal the answers. Here you go. You should go paragliding on a very windy day. You don't have to have experience to go water skiing. You got to have special equipment to go bungee jumping. You don't have to be in good shape to kite surfing. All right, and well, we have some exercises of pronunciation. Remember, pronunciation, it's important, especially reduction of verbs. And let's gonna listen to it.
Page 119, Exercise 4, Pronunciation. Reduction of verbs.
You've gotta pay in cash. You have to check out by noon. You oughta try the food.
All right, now let's gonna go to the next part. It says speaking rules of the game. Well, you can practice this with a partner. So you choose extreme sport from exercise 1. What rules do you think there are, and what recommendations would you give to someone who wanted to try it? Okay, now it's time to go to our workbook section and continue practicing. All right, so it says complete the words for the extreme sports as rules and recommendations. Also, this full of modal verbs. Okay, now let's gonna show up the we have number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Let's gonna check now. Try to mention each of the sports. Try to mention as much as well as many as you can. Okay, you can practice them. So this paragliding, rock climbing, bungee jumping, whitewater rafting, kite surfing, skydiving, snowboarding. All right, now let's gonna go to the next section, and it's this one. It says circle the correct expression to complete each sentence. So necessity, recommendation, lack of necessity, recommendation, etc. So we have already looked the modal verbs. They express or they have a certain function. Let's gonna check them out. So you can pause a bit in this section and try to answer by yourself and check the answers with me. Okay, so here we go. Number 1, it says necessity. It says B, you must fill out this form before you go paragliding. Recommendation, Sandra. It's C, oughta plan her vacation before she goes. Remember that you can use should to. Lack of necessity, don't have to, right? You don't have to wear warm clothes when rock climbing in the summer. Number 4. Necessity, you have C. You have to, well, Nancy and Carol have to wear heavy boots when they go snowboarding. But if it were just one person, look, this is really important because it's simple present, right? You remember the rules. So if imagine that it says just Carol, that has to turn to has. Okay, don't forget that rule. Number 5, recommendation, it's letter C. You better take sunglasses when you go whitewater rafting. And number 6, lack of necessity, it's letter B, doesn't have to. Jorge doesn't have to go skydiving if he doesn't want to. So that's doesn't corresponds to Jorge. Remember the negative form in simple present. Necessity, we have that. 7A, yes, I got to pay for my kite surfing lesson before I can take the first lesson. And then recommendation, Sue and Teddy. Then says should or well shouldn't. Yeah, go bungee jumping. It's very dangerous. All right, now let's gonna go to the next, and it's complete the article with must or should. How to get to your flight faster. It says airports have to a lot of rules. Here are some tips to help you get through the airport faster. Okay, so we're gonna use must or should. Remember that must is for rules and obligations, and should is for recommendations. Okay, so pay close attention if it's a rule or if it's a recommendation or advice. Okay, so let's gonna reveal the answers. It's done. You can pause the video, and here you go. So you should print your boarding pass at home if possible. Second, you should get the airport early. It's a good idea to arrive an hour before your flight. Third, you must have your passport or ID. Fourth, you must have your passport or no wait. You must take off your shoes at security. They won't let you go through with them on. The next one, the fifth one, it says you should wear shoes that are easy to take off. You'll move faster. All right. So this is a recommendation. Should is for advice, and recommendations mean, well, must it's to obligation or rules. All right. Now the next one, the same. Okay, we can pause the video in this section. I'm gonna move the mouse to. You can pause the video. You can pause the video in this moment. And now let's gonna reveal the answers. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna read it. Welcome to Riverside Park whitewater rafting trip. We want you to have a safer trip, so there are few things that you have to do. First of all, you better listen to Guy. That's me, so please listen to me carefully. Now for the safety rules. You must sit on the raft. Okay, so you sit on the raft all the time. Stand only when you are getting on off the raft. And while we are riding, you oughta hold on the raft. It's going to be warm today, so you don't have to wear a coat, but you should wear a hat. It will protect your skin and eyes from the sun. Later, we'll stop at the beach and have lunch there. You shouldn't eat on the raft. Finally, don't forget that rafting can be dangerous. You have to be careful all day. If you follow my instructions, you'll be safe and have fun. Okay, so here are the answers. Now let's continue to the next part. It's exercise 5, and it says write your own rules and recommendations for each place. Use models of necessity, lack of necessity, or recommendations. So for this section, I just want you to pick any of these situations. This is activity number 3. You can make rules for a restaurant, at the movies, in your classroom. Okay, this is activity number 3. You can pick any of these situations, okay? Don't forget to use the modal verbs. For example, that you said, you must, when you are in the restaurant, well, some restaurants, they ask you to book or make a reservation. So you should make a reservation before getting to the restaurant, at least one day before the meeting. Well, you have an important meeting or dinner. At the movies, you must not talk during the movie, or you must not turn your cell phones on. In your classroom, you should respect, you must respect your teachers, etc., etc., etc. Okay. Now, let's continue to the next section. We almost finished our unit. Is saying the sites, and it says, do you ever read food or travel blogs? Do you ever watch food or travel TV shows? Okay, we have delicious dinner, juice break, the market, sweet shop, and well, we have here the next blog is home about just a taste of Cairo. Okay, it's a little bit blurred. Okay, now it's done. It's loaded. Okay, so let's gonna listen to it. Okay, pay attention. And then we have our exercise below. It says read the blog again. Write the initials of the blog headings D, J, M, or S in which Erlen did the activities below. No, so more than one answer is possible. Okay, so now let's gonna continue. I'm gonna play the track.
Lesson D. Seeing the Sights. Page 120. Exercise 1. Reading. Home. About Arlen. My blog. Q&A. Messages. Video. Recipes. A Taste of Cairo. Cookbook author Arlen Gargagliano is always looking for new travel experiences. Join her on her blog as she takes a food tour of Cairo, Egypt.
1:45 p.m. Today I walked through the narrow streets of a famous Cairo market. There were many areas to explore, but my favorite was the spice market. Each shop had huge containers of colorful spices. I bought a bag of mixed spices for a friend and some dark henna to dye my hair red. 3:15 p.m. I stopped for one of my favorite drinks, sugarcane juice. A man took pieces of sugarcane, put them in a machine, and made juice. He gave me a glass of the juice, and I drank it quickly. It was sweet and delicious. It gave me lots of energy. 6:30 p.m. I ate dinner at the Abu El Cid restaurant. I tried several appetizers. My two favorites were a creamy bean dish in a spicy sauce and fried eggplant with garlic. I had them with fresh flatbread. I also tried a famous Egyptian dish made with a green vegetable. I want to live in this place. 8 p.m. Before walking back to the hotel, I made one last stop at a place that sells wonderful Egyptian sweets in El Hussein Square. It was busy, but I sat down and ordered a cup of tea and basbousa, a kind of cake made with semolina and sugar syrup. It was out of this world.
All right, so now after listening to this travel blog experience, now let's gonna check out the next abbreviations that we have here, and here you go. I'm gonna show them all. So this is the corresponding letter to each of the activities below. Now let's gonna go to our workbook section. This is our part D, seeing the sites again. This is a catalog for travelers, and read the catalog page, then number the pictures and match them. No? So you can pay close attention to it. The catalog for travelers, so Diggy. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a tip. When you're having like the activity of reading, it's important to check out the headlines. So you have to look to the headlines, okay, like this, and also the topic sentences. I'm gonna show up the topic sentences. The topic sentences are the first sentences, and then because after the period we have the supporting sentences, etc. So all the time the topic sentence, it's collocated heading the paragraph. Then you can have a better idea what the paragraph is talking about, and then you can see a couple of examples and other phrases or expressions that support the topic sentence. Okay, now after reading this, so you can pause the video in this moment. Yeah, let's gonna check out the first exercise, and here is the order. So this is corresponds to number 3. This is number 2, number 5, 1, and 4. And below, well, we have here read the catalog page again, then write T for true, S for false, or NI, no information. And here you go. So the binoculars are cheaper than the camera. That says that's true. The camera only comes in one color. That's no information. You have to wear the sarong. That's not true. And number 4, it's the earplugs are expensive. It's true. And expanding the back is easy. There's no information. And that will be pretty much it for today. We are done with unit number 12. Yeah, 4 corners, level 3. So we practically finished. This was the last unit of this level. So hope that this information will be helpful for you if you want to practice English. And well, that will be pretty much it for today, guys. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Take care and see you soon. Bye bye.